What do you feel are the key success factors for someone to do well with their podcast?
Right, so if you want to start a podcast, first of all, you got to make sure you're committed is the number one thing. Because yeah, you can monetize, right? But when you're doing podcasting, you're in it for the long run. You're not going to find results in the click of a finger, right? Or in a month or 2 months or 3 months. There's people that have not seen results until after 2 years, right? And you got to be committed because you got to be in it for the long run. If you're thinking it's going to be a short-term plan, don't start a podcast because it's not a short-term plan at all, okay? The second thing I will say to people is make sure you're clear on your branding, right? And what you want to talk about. I've seen so many people that have switched their branding, switched their topics because they're not clear and they're trying to kind of figure that out. But what happens with that is when you do have an audience, and it might be, 50 downloads that you get each episode, right? And that's fine. But what you're talking about there has actually attracted these 50 people to listen to your episodes. And if you start switching it to a different topic and they're not interested, guess what? It's like you starting all over again, right? They're going to start dropping off and you're going to be starting again and again and again right from the beginning if you keep switching. So you need to be clear on what kind of niche, what topics you want to talk about so you can start building up on your audience the right way and you can stick to it and actually give them the content that they're looking for. The third key I would say is, so keeping a structure and a plan. Again, a lot of people find that they struggle with keeping consistent with topics, right? And making sure they get content out there. And so keeping ahead of everything. Don't decide that, oh my goodness, a week before I'm going to record an episode and just release it the week after, right? Because you're going to be going crazy doing this week in, week out. And if you want to then be consistent without going insane, because it can happen, right, with a podcast. And what you want to do is make sure you have enough content, right, for say a month or 2 months out. So you're not worrying about, oh my goodness, I've got to release an episode next week and I don't have the content. So make sure that you have a plan, you have a structure, and you actually plan on what episodes are going to be released and start recording these episodes in advance so you don't have to worry about timing. That way you can actually then look at your time and be like, okay, where else can I be spending my time? Because you already know 2 months of content has been recorded.